Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, doing pretty good, I think. I just realized that today is the 22nd of September, and I have only so far missed one day. So I think I'm doing pretty good in my efforts to do as much of a video every day as I possibly can. Yeah, only missing one day out of a whole month so far, pretty good. Now all I have to do is keep it up for the rest of the month, and then see if I can keep it up through October and November and so on and so forth. Yeah, well, we'll see how that actually turns out for real. In the meanwhile, my arm has been talking to me a lot, and I get the distinct impression based on how it's been feeling for about the last 7 or 8 hours that there is some serious thunderstorm kind of activity coming in sometime in the next day or two. Because, well, okay, for those that don't know, I broke my left arm in, I believe it was March of '97, I think, yeah. And it's still broken. And barring medical miracles, not to mention tons of money, it will always be broken. And therefore, I get fun little things like, I can actually do this and bring my arm around in front of me, backwards almost. Or, okay, how about this? That is me holding my arm out straight as much as I can. Yeah, basically, I was in a car accident, the arm hit the steering wheel, and the upper arm broke lengthwise into 3 pieces, one of which was floating free, not attached to anything. And I ended up with this huge freaking bone callus on here. And the way the thing works, it's almost like having a second elbow. And of course, anytime anyone sees it, the first thing they ask is, doesn't that hurt? And of course, the stock answer is, yes, always. It never stops. It varies in intensity, and most of the time over the last 10 years or so, it's been, well, most of the time, it's low enough that I can ignore it. But then there's days like today that I really can't ignore it. It started aching more and more earlier in the day. And now here it is, something like 20 minutes to 11. And it's starting to feel like it did all those years ago when it first happened. And this is the kind of time when I almost wish that I had a sling to put it in. Because, yeah, it gets to hurt really bad. And yes, I can take painkillers, and if it gets bad enough, I will. But I like to try to avoid doing things like that as much as possible. I hate taking pills, and I will avoid it as much as I can. I'll do it if I have to, but I prefer to avoid it. But basically, my arm is forecasting some serious weather coming up in the next couple of days. Be interesting to see how it actually turns out. Anyway, I think I've yammered on about my arm long enough. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.